Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and something I want to talk about with you guys today is, it relates pretty much to the video I did the other day about young men not having role models, and I think this is interesting to talk about this in the fitness community because so many people who lift weights seem to identify with comic book characters. You see a lot of comic book character tattoos on guys at the gym, on competitive power lifters, strongmen, bodybuilders, and pretty much any type of serious lifter. It's very, very common inside this subculture, and it has been for many, many years. And that's one of the interesting things out there, because when you look at Stan Lee, who is largely responsible for most of our modern comic book character franchises, Stan Lee is pretty much the central figure in all of that. That he said when he created a lot of these characters, one of his intended goals was to give role models to young men who grew up without a central father figure in their life. That was something that was very important to him. And we as a culture need that today in a way, because he really instilled some certain male values in there that are traditional male role model values. Oftentimes, these people are oftentimes deeply flawed. They have their own flaws, so that in a way that makes them human again, but they're exceptional individuals, and they usually all have, all of the heroes do, some sort of sense of obligation or duty to help defend the weak, to try to be good guys. Sometimes they're assholes, sometimes they, again, have their own human flaws, but deep down, all of them seem to have some innate desire and instinct to protect the weak, to try to be good guys, to have some sort of sense of duty or honor. And when you think about it, this isn't really a modern phenomenon. This is just our modern mythology, and this has always been part of even human tribal cultures and ancient cultures, is to have mythology and stories about exceptional individuals who were the heroes of renown. I mean, people like Hercules, Jason and the Argonauts, these people go back to the ancient Greek mythology. These were heroes, and those were the superheroes of the ancient world. And you go through any tribal culture that still exists today, and they still have stories of these heroes of legend who helped save the people. And these are meant to be traditionally role models for young men to look up to, for young men to aspire to strive towards. That was the whole point, was to give them these exceptional individuals who had the virtues and the sense of duty and honor that a society needs to be functional. That was always the point of these heroes in these stories, and the superhero today just carries on that role. It has become our new mythology. Superman, Batman, Wolverine, all of these people, these are our modern mythology in the Western world. This actually isn't anything new, and what Stan Lee did with a lot of this is that he did exactly what the ancient Greeks did. He created mythological characters, just like the old ancient heroes of renown, to fill that role, and it's done a good job of it. And I think it's something that we really need today, when we have so many young men who have grown up without strong central father figures, without strong male role models to teach them the values that they need to be a leader, to be a teacher, to be a warrior, a mentor. They need these individuals to teach them how to be men. And a lot of the superheroes you see in these comic book characters, particularly in movies and TV shows now at this point, those are the type of role models that they need to learn to be men, because most of them display the behavior and attitude of real men. And so I think it's really important that we understand that that's the role that this plays in our society. These aren't just a minor thing for entertainment. These individuals play a critical social role. These fictional characters play a critical social role as role models for young men, just like they have all through history. And I think that's something that does speak to the lifting community to a large extent, because a lot of people get into lifting and serious lifting sometimes purely because in deep down they want to emulate these superheroes who have exceptional strength or exceptional physical prowess in some way, that they want to try to emulate these people. And so for those people, I think that message is sinking in. It's sunk in during their childhood and formative years. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to click like down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share it with others. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.